And so that's what's wrong with America these days. It's young people. They are the issue. Hopeless Fan Podcast, we are back. It's been a minute. We've all had some crazy stuff going on lately. Well, not all of us, but some of us have been extremely busy.
I'm sure you'll get into it.
Yeah. So, how have we been, boys?
Oh, it's been well. We are, we're grinding through this month of August. Yeah. It's going to be a grind. Yeah. It's already hit me. And
not with these preseason unders.
True, but these next 9 days are going to be just hell. Just hell.
Hell.
Yeah. Jim Day and I buried the hatchet, by the way. We're good.
Did?
We're good.
He unblocked you?
I explained the situation to him.
You did?
Yeah, at the Reds Hall of Fame Gala. I don't know why I didn't bring that up to you guys.
There's no fucking way.
That's crazy. Dude, this is breaking fucking news,
yeah,
dude.
This was like a month ago.
Spill the beans.
No, I was at the Reds Hall of Fame Gala, and...
Dish, girl.
And the thing was freaking awesome, because they had all the Reds players, and then, like, legends from... past Reds teams.
Let's get the humble bragging out of the way and get to the
No, it's not humble bragging. It was just cool. Like, Pete Rose and Ellie De La Cruz walked out together because they played third base. And Johnny Bench and Tyler Stevenson. You know, things like that. But I had to get there early to get my seat. I didn't get, like, a seat at the cool table with everyone else. Sure. I was in the very back with, like, the Reds production team. And Jim Day was emceeing the event. So he's just sitting there, like, reading over his, like, cue cards and stuff. And... then, like, I see him put his cue cards down, and he's just, like, scrolling his phone, whatever. And I was like, Jim, I have to talk to you. And I was like, I'm Shelby, I work at the Inquirer, blah, blah.
Hey, how's your home run doing tonight?
Good one, dude. You can try that again. How's your home run doing tonight?
I don't know any Jim Day quotes.
Yeah, clearly.
Nobody does.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, 11 years ago, you had Jim's day off, and he was like, what a flop that was. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like,
so we're on the same page.
I was like, you're cool. And I explained, and I was like, you said, you know, it's Jim's day off. Where should I go next? I was 18. I was 17. I was like, I just said hell. And I was blocked. And I'm still blocked. If we could maybe, you know.
Because he blocked you for that. I didn't think you actually tweeted it out. I thought it was just something that Kenny, like, said out loud.
No. Yeah. So I've been blocked for over a decade. And I was like, Jim, can we just, like, I was 17 years old. Like, I probably said worse.
You have today.
I think we've all, chill. And he just kind of laughed it off, like, yeah, that's fine. What's your Twitter? He didn't follow me, though, which was fine.
Like, you should just be like, oh, whoops, you missed this. And, like, actually click it on his
phone. And he's like, sit back in your back of the room seat. So that's how we buried the hatchet.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know how I didn't say that earlier. Yeah, but Nathan will like that.
I'm going to tweet at him right now and just tweet hell.
Okay. You might get it.
You think? You'd be like, this again. You think?
Go all the way back.
Scotty, you should like sit this
to the original
out.
tweet. Go all the way back to the original tweet from 11 years ago.
Oh, that's deleted.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Dude, this dude doesn't tweet.
Not yours,
at all.
his.
Like, he hasn't tweeted since November.
Yeah.
No.
Go to Jim Day's the original tweet where he says it's Jim's day off. Where should I go? And then you reply hell.
Okay, I will.
There you go. That's perfect.
Yeah,
gotcha. That'll keep him occupied.
Yeah.
All right.
Still want me to fucking sit with this one out, Shelby?
Sit with this one out? Bro, did you have a
Yeah,
stroke?
maybe. Sit with this one out. Nice.
All right, I don't like this dynamic. Start the podcast.
All right, we love you. We love you.
Yeah, we're going to stop recording, and the viewers
you.
don't know, but Scotty will be like, why were you guys mean to me?
It's going to ruin my night, actually.
Oh.
Well, stop saying
everything's been going
shit. I don't know what to
everything's been going so well for you.
Yeah.
We're just coming for it's a manifestation of our rough weeks that we're having. So
it's Jim's day off. I'm typing up this tweet. I'm not even listening to you anymore.
All right, start with Stan.
You found it. All right. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Mine was literally only that the Bengals play again tonight.
Oh yeah.
That's
Packers.
Yeah, they're gonna get killed.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Love is goated the sauce.
Well, because I think the Packers will want to leave him in for as many reps as possible in the preseason. So
gotta see what you got.
Whoever team's starters play the most, I think, will probably win.
They still have Kurt Benkert.
Their backup's Sean Clifford from Cincinnati and Penn State. That's who broke the news to me that Chili Ranch was back at Skyline.
Sean Clifford?
Sean Clifford did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure Jordan Love will play a lot, and I think the Packers are like 6-point favorites.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but that's literally it. Nothing else is that cool.
I'm surprised that Mahomes is actually playing in the first quarter against the Saints.
You know that I found that surprising too.
Why would you do that?
But then he threw like 19 passes in a preseason game last year.
Maybe he just wants to build chemistry with the new receivers that he's got.
I don't know.
This guy Mike Bowman tweeted, he's like, I know where Jim Day TV should go on his next day off, ... to find us a closer, #Jim Day.
Classic.
Should have left that one to drafts, homie. No
Reds
likes,
fans undefeated.
No likes, no retweets at 11:20
I remember one
PM.
time in like I was in college, it was like 2014 or so, the Reds were playing in the summer, and I was just like, does anyone else, is it just me or does like whoever was managing at the time, I was like, is it just me or do they just like need to stop replacing the relievers all the time? And the first response back was this random Reds fan. He was like, it's just you. And I deleted my tweet. I was like, fuck, you got me, dude. Got me. I was like, I'm never doing this.
Got ratioed as fuck, dude.
Dude, yeah. 3-1.
Wow. Okay, my stand. I'm gonna go with having our draft at the end of August is always elite. We see all these injuries going on, and then I see people like on Twitter who like for some reason there's like they're so impatient, or I don't know, maybe it's just the only time they could figure it out, but they draft like August 3rd. Yeah. Like, are you dumb?
Yeah, I was actually thinking our draft, like, preferably I would draft, like, I have a draft Sunday the 3rd and Tuesday the 5th. Those are
September?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are like prime.
Yeah.
But
that actually goes into my bunk. I think seeing Corey and Chase even one time per year is too much.
That's good.
Thanks.
What's your stand?
Yeah, what's your stand?
Angels bets with Ohtani on the mound.
Yeah, he's been killer.
He's been killer. I think he's won. Yeah. He's won his like 10th game this year, but in the last like however many games, Angels bets run lines have been money.
Yeah, the day after they decided to keep him and not trade him against the Tigers that day. I think that might have been the first time in forever I've won a run line bet. Usually when I bet a team minus 1.5 runs, they're like down a run going into that day.
What's their record since the trade deadline? Isn't it kind of bad?
They went on a big. Right now.
Yeah, they went on a. They started out like winning 5 of 6, then they went like 2 and 8, and now they're kind of won 3 in a row or something like that. It's been
up and down.
Yeah,
but is Trout healthy?
No. Yeah.
I feel like in the dog days,
back, like at the end of this month.
That's good.
In the dog days of summer between basketball and football, you need like a consistent bet on baseball, but like you can't go crazy, right? Because it's too there's too many variables every single day. Like I could never just fucking like look at the slate for tonight and be like, no, like how the fuck are you supposed to guess that?
Well, like you'd have to do like super research.
Yeah, it's got to be bets you love.
Yeah.
It can't just be like a flyer.
Yeah, Ohtani on the mound run line is like such a fucking easy, not complicated bet to just get your juices flowing before the NFL season. Now I'm betting on all the unders in preseason like I'm a fucking degenerate.
So it's Ohtani on the run line, 2-1 since the trade deadline. So I think you avoided it the day they lost.
I did.
So that's good. 2-0 for you.
Yes. 1-0 for everyone else. For you.
That's right. My bunk would be that when I got the Xavier job, there was a lot of people I had to meet, and for like the Western and Southern Open and the Queen City Championship golf coming up later,
the coaching staff,
Musketeers, and which is fine and all, but they always want to do lunch, and I'm not allowed to accept like them paying for lunch.
What?
So it's like because I'm not allowed to like take gifts.
Oh, okay.
So they're not allowed to pay for my lunch. And like,
did they know that, or none of them?
No, I tell them, and like Xavier people knew it because they, but like everyone else was like, oh, like they were cool about it, but it was also like,
it's weird.
Like they pick expensive places, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, like, you have to pay for it?
Yeah.
The paper doesn't pay for your lunch?
No, they will if I expense it, but then I feel like I'm not going to expense it.
What?
Just because I don't want to be a burden.
Okay, well that's
just
you being a millennial. That's fine. No, I get that.
I know, but it's like they're also like, why are you spending $31 at lunch?
Because they picked the place where we're going.
Right, but then I also don't want them to be like, we're not doing this anymore for you. You know, and I don't know. It's like it's the same thing that makes me not want to order a pizza over the phone.
That should be part of your salary though, technically, because like they pay you per story, right? They don't pay you like
they pay me hourly.
Hourly, okay. Yeah. So that should like be factored into it because they're like, you got to get something out of this because it's like, 20 years ago you'd be fucking king of the town getting your dick sucked on every corner of the city. Like they paid well, you had great benefits, all that kind of stuff. So like. It's you gotta extract where you can.
Yeah,
you gotta start thinking more about you.
Like the one person picked Capitol Grill Steakhouse. I was like, "Fuck."
We're just gonna soup to go, please.
Fuck. Dude.
Yeah, how was Shelby? How was the plain chicken with like hot sauce?
It was like a steak.
Shelby would never get.
It was like a steak. Yeah, hot sauce.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know. Fucking sorry.
No, me no.
Just throwing heaters today, Scott.
Too hot.
Me no likey. It's like, yeah, it was like a steak salad or something. It's like $21. I know, but I was just like
inflation.
I was like, I don't eat lunch on a normal day.
Yeah.
Like I'm
trying to stay in ketosis.
But that's my bunk.
You look like you have jaundice, man. Why don't you eat something?
And also for the next 9 days, I have to cover Western and Southern Open tennis, and yeah, I've just been trying to like do a crash course of learning tennis, and it's hard because there's a lot of names, and it's very hard.
15 Love. You see that blooper from Parks and Rec where they're questioning Andy, and Rob Lowe goes, "Do you know anything about tennis?" He's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "What point comes after deuce?" And he goes, "Wipe."
But yeah, it's gonna be just a grind. My editor was like, "You can have overtime that week. Just do whatever." And I was like, "That means like a 60-hour week."
You need to pay for your lunches though.
No, it's true. But I mean, I'm working to pay for them. like
we all
a
have to
normal.
work to pay for our lunches, except me. My wife pays for my lunches. All right, am I good to get into my bunks? This might take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so Molly almost died. My dog Molly almost died.
Okay.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Nothing.
I said roof.
No, I'm talking about him.
You said
he's over talking shit.
He goes, "Here's my bunk. This might take a while." I said, "Oh God!" And you said, "My dog almost died." I'm like, "All right, I regret my disdain."
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, was that? I think it was Monday night. She was throwing up a lot. Wouldn't hold down any water, food. She was like shaking, trembling. So 2 a.m. I take her to the emergency room for pets. It's called MedVet. Not sponsored. So we get there. They take her back, and I'm like, all right, cool, that she's getting looked at. And then like 5 minutes later, they bring her back out, and I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, she's stable, so it's gonna be a 3 to 5 hour wait to see her because she's stable. I'm like, do I go home? I don't know what to do. I'm sitting there like, I don't know. Jenna gets there, so at least I have her there with me, but she has to work at thankfully not till 2 p.m. the following day, but still, she's getting in bed. So we're wondering, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, well, okay, well, let me go get some snacks and some drinks from the Speedway around the corner. Jenna can stay here, and then I'll come back. So I leave, go get the stuff, and then while I'm leaving Speedway, she's like, they took us into a room, like, oh, okay, so I rush back, go in the room. They do blood work and all this stuff, and they're like, that'll be like $400. I'm like, okay, fine, yeah, whatever, just do whatever you got to do. Do the blood work, come back, and they're like, we're pretty sure it's her gallbladder. And I'm like, okay, it's like, but we have to do an ultrasound in the morning to find out for sure. That'll be like another $800. So, oh Jesus Christ! They're like, yeah, it could rupture in the middle of the night. Then we have to do emergency surgery. And that's, the surgery itself, when planned, is like 70 to 80% success rate. And then we're like, oh, okay, fine. And then they're like, okay, so here's all the paper I have to sign for leaving her overnight. The last thing they have you sign is the DNR, the do not resuscitate, which is like if it bursts and we have to do emergency surgery, and her heart stops or she stops breathing, then we either crack her ribs and try to bring her back to life, or we just make it a comfortable transition to the other side. So I know. So that was like just having to deal with that, and now it's at this point it's like 4:35 in the morning. You're just exhausted, and so we leave her there, and they're like, we're gonna do the ultrasound in the morning, and we'll call you. If we don't call you, no news is good news. So that made me feel a little bit better. So we finally get home.
Oh, I should have called you.
Oh. Like I don't have your number saved in my phone.
I know, but like just it ringing.
Star 67.
Yeah. So they call it. Yeah, they call it like 9:30 in the morning. They're like, it's her gallbladder. Yeah, it's her gallbladder.
Molly.
Do you want to do the surgery? And I'm like, yes, just do it. Just do the surgery. Like, okay, we need the money first. Give us your money. They wouldn't do the surgery until you give them a deposit. So I was like, okay, fine. So pay them, and then so now it's like. We're going to do the surgery sometime between noon and 2, and then we'll call you once we're done with the surgery. So I'm just like, I'm just going to try to go back to sleep because I don't want to be awake. I don't want to be conscious for any of this. So I go back to sleep.
Molly didn't either.
Thankfully, neither one of us were. So, so they call me. They call at like 2:30, and I answer the phone. I'm like, hello, and they're like, surgery went great. She's recovering.
She's a cat now. How did this happen?
So yeah, surgery went great and all that. So we brought her home the following day. So she's just been vegging out. Doing pretty well, and we're waiting on her liver biopsy to come back. Because
Atlas not being here, goated.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can throw that in through staying. So yeah, Molly is recovering currently. So yeah.
She did try to throw up on my shoes, though.
Yeah, that's true. We gave her too much water and food all at once.
And she got excited when she saw this hunk of meat come in.
You do look great, by the way. You're looking fantastic.
Thanks, buddy.
What are you down to, 187?
Yeah, well, I weighed myself the next morning, and I shouldn't have weighed myself after I had just eaten dinner.
You should weigh yourself after you take a shit.
Yeah, that's true. But they say you're like supposed to. So this was at the next morning.
183.8.
Yeah,
basically 184.
I'm gonna. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say I'm 184.
You should, because it's basically what you are. I'm sure you're over that by now.
Why?
I don't know. Probably ate something today, right?
Yeah, eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, just spit
Probably
that guy's
0.2
eggs.
pounds.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, if you go to bed hungry every night and you never eat the food you love, you'll lose weight.
Yeah, sounds great.
It's awesome.
Are you going to the gym every day?
No, that's the thing.
You're not going to the gym at all?
No, like once a week.
Okay.
And then I play basketball and softball once a week.
Okay.
But I get nervous when I go to the gym, like I'm gonna miss like a Xavier announcement.
Did Nathan tell you the story about the guy on the team who got a suspension?
No. Dude, that's freaking, that league is wild.
I know.
And it's just like, I never believe the stories.
I don't want to ruin it.
There's like, sorry to just.
It's alright.
But the one time he was like, yeah, the league is getting sued. I'm like, this is a summer league baseball team for fucking could have been athletes in high school that just want to keep playing.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, as Tyler Boyd would say. Did you see that?
About
Tyler Boyd saying so. OBJ said, I would have went off if I hadn't got injured in the Super Bowl. And then Tyler Boyd was like, woulda, coulda, shoulda. And then OBJ was like, well, I got that ring that you woulda, coulda, shoulda had.
Yeah, but like
Tyler Boyd is terrible at trash talk.
Okay, but like, who cares? Like OBJ, bringing up something that happened like that's like ancient. Like actually, OBJ. Yeah, but also
he didn't say it to Tyler Boyd, so Tyler Boyd had.
Well, he was Tyler Boyd was obviously asked about it by the media.
And I'm sure OBJ was probably asked about it in an interview, talking about the Super Bowl and his injury.
I don't know. OBJ to me came off as the corny one there, easily.
Yeah. Well,
he did get a ring.
He did.
It's true. He did, and he had a touchdown.
All right, let's stop.
All right, we're moving on to Stardom Sit-em.
I think Matt Stafford might be the best quarterback of our generation, though.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, that Matt Stafford to Cooper Kupp connection is like hard to beat. that.
Dude, shut
That
up.
duo.
Shut the fuck
What,
up.
dude?
You fucking clown.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you're upset about.
Don't mention his name in front of me.
Who? Cooper
right.
Kupp?
That dude's dead to me.
Can we do Stardom Sit-Ems here?
Real quick, on
a little bit.
HBO Max, when I log in, Kenny pays for
It's just
it.
Max now.
Okay, sorry. On Max, Kenny pays for it.
Mm-hmm.
And
You had my login before that.
yeah, it's true. I still have your Disney Plus and never used it. I used it once a year ago to watch Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
Never gets old.
No. Goated movie, dude. There was 2 profiles on the HBO Max. One was Ken and one was Kenny. And the Ken was just made like by my dad on accident.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I'll just put this in as Shelby. And Kenny changed it to Stafford. Kenny changed it to Stafford Stan instead of Shelby. All right, my stardom. Hard Knocks is back.
Loved it.
They love Aaron Rodgers, dude.
Yeah, the dick riding was a little uncomfortable.
A little? I was like, how long is this going to go on?
Yeah, I know.
I think he's gonna.
But I
have
do
that
kind
game.
of.
Please.
I do kind of like.
He'll have no excuses.
well, like,
he's got a lot of weapons.
What we didn't get in this episode is like the 7th round corner that everyone loves. I'm like, I don't really like Hard Knocks that much, but it always comes at a time right before football season that I'll consume anything football related. But like Amazon Prime's freaking in-season thing is so much.
Isn't
better.
that still
Yeah.
Hard Knocks, just like on Amazon Prime instead of HBO?
They
Yeah,
have
it's
a
like
different
All or
one,
Nothing
right?
is
Yeah,
what it's
they have
called,
a
right?
different one, yeah.
Yeah, but it's basically Hard Knocks, but
Well,
it's during the season, so
they
it's a
don't
lot
announce
better.
The Cardinals
the
one last year was
in-season-
definitely Hard Knocks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
They have HBO or Max has their own in season that they started doing last year. Amazon Prime has their own in season that is all called.
I don't think All or
Gotcha.
Nothing ran last year.
Yeah, I think it just switched to Max then.
Oh, maybe. So they announce the in season at the end of Hard Knocks, right? They have like a teaser at the end of the last episode that says who's.
Yes,
gonna be.
that's what they did last year.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I'm excited to see who they do for in season.
And the Cardinals one was like perfect last year.
Yeah.
It was like Cliff Kingsbury get fired, Kyler with the video games.
An injury. Yeah.
But like, what was funny is that they did the whole like I knew it was coming with the Zach Wilson was like the supposed to be the face of the franchise, and now he's a backup. Blah blah blah. And they showed like highlights, but they only showed highlights of him getting sacked. I'm like, there's so many terrible
They
throws.
had that one no look pass that they were like,
Right, but I'm saying in the montage of him like he couldn't he didn't play well
Right.
montage. It was just all sacks, and I'm like,
That's not his fault.
I know
Most
there's
of the
so
time.
many funny interceptions they could have
Yeah.
used, just hilarious interceptions they could have used. That I was kind of pissed they didn't. Also didn't know that Liev
Schreiber.
Yeah, is the voice of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
But yeah, Aaron Rodgers loves him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought it was an okay first episode. It made the Jets look
Was
really
Hackett
good.
in it?
Which is
I haven't seen it yet.
Hackett was
Yeah, he was in it a lot, and he's very
Corny,
cringe.
corny bitch.
dude.
Yeah.
The cringe.
His favorite movie is Goldmember.
I respect, dude. I grew up on that movie, dude. I love.
No,
Austin Powers.
he's literally
that
like the corniest
Is that the worst
fucking
one?
bitch in the
Where's the
world.
best one?
He's a terrorist.
It's the worst, right?
I think
The third one's the worst, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Hackett is...
Deserves jail. Is a criminal.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just like the type that like when the Hard Knocks, what's his name? The voice
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah, when he showed up in a helicopter to Jets practice, and
I wanted to drive, but the execs wouldn't let me.
Nathaniel Hackett's just like in the background, just like, get to the chopper.
Oh my
I'm
god.
like, oh my god, dude, just the corniest shit. It's like if Aaron
He
Rodgers,
calls the red zone the gold zone because of Goldmember.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like-
I you know what sucks? I know that already.
yeah,
God, dude.
dude, it's just crazy. Like, where would he be if Aaron Rodgers didn't love him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not the Jets OC.
Yeah, he's just like
Somewhere in college.
he had one good year with Blake Bortles and then
Yeah.
went
Be like
to-
the quarterback's coach at like Utah,
Scotty, I guess we haven't recorded since Sean Payton went nuclear on the Jets.
which they talk about in Hard Knocks.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, dude.
Well,
Really? Nice.
yeah. What'd you think?
I loved it. I don't think that he went nuclear on the Jets. I was surprised that he said Hackett by name, but he was just basically called out his own GM and owner and said, like, everyone's to blame. It's one of the worst coaching jobs probably I've ever seen in the history of the NFL.
I think what Aaron Rodgers said was true, where he's like, I think it's a guy who's covering his bases in case this year doesn't go well, which I think that's...
I disagree, because it's like, if anything, Sean Payton put more pressure on himself to fucking succeed now, because it's like,
no, he didn't. Well, if he succeeds now, he's like the greatest coach ever, because it was such a train wreck. If he doesn't do bad, it's like, well, it was just year one after the worst coaching job in history. Give this thing some time.
Yeah, it's all narratives.
Yeah, but he's also said, like, I will be very upset if we aren't like a playoff team, which is like,
well, no shit.
Well, I'm just saying, he's playing both sides in that perspective. He's not saying like, it's going to be a hard road back. He's not like, you know.
And the fact that after everybody got pissed at him, he kind of backed off is kind of pussy shit, because it's like, if you're going to go all in and be the villain. If you're going to play that card, like, don't.
I mean, I think he's been an analyst, and he was just like talking to someone who.
Well, it's funny because he's like, I still had my Fox hat on, but he never went in like that on someone when he was on Fox.
I couldn't tell you one time I remember him being on Fox.
Yeah, I mean,
well, we never watch it. We always we're CBS household.
Yeah,
that's true.
We're an AFC household.
Yeah, we don't watch Fox until the afternoon slate.
Yeah, that's when that's the Sunday scaries kind of come on.
Yeah,
like 4:30.
Yeah,
you're like, oh shit, this like needs to hit.
Did you guys see Drew Lock played really well last night?
For who?
The Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I think he played like the whole game. 17 of 24 for $191, 2 tutties, and an interception against third string.
Remember when we almost had Seattle money line live?
Oh my god, that was crazy.
We walked in. Zach gave me $10, and I just had $10 too, and it's just like I just put it all on Seattle Seahawks live money line plus 700
win
against Pittsburgh last year in the preseason, and Seattle came all the way back and then had the ball at like got a turnover, had the ball at midfield with 30 seconds left to go down and kick a game-winning field goal. Drew Lock threw a pick.
I remember that game actually.
Or Drew Lock fumbled or sack fumble.
Sack fumble, okay, my stardom, it's kind of piggybacks off of yours a little bit, but it's just like the general like shot to the dick that you get like right now, like preseason. This time of year when preseason starts, when Robert Saleh was given that crow speech, the eagle and the crow, and like it made me think about like last year when we got fired up, like Dan, it's like this is like Dan Campbell level inspiration, and just thinking about like we got preseason games, because like this is the time where everything starts to just feel right with the world, because we feel like we've been lost in the desert for the last month and a half. It's been torture. So yeah, that's my stardom.
Yeah, my stardom was conference realignment. We haven't talked about
your stardom was Hard Knocks.
Well, I just mentioned it in passing. I had a few. The conference realignment. We guess we haven't really talked about the death of the Pac-12.
Yeah, there's 4 teams left in it.
Who are they? Stanford, Oregon State,
Stanford, Washington State, and one other one.
Scotty, what was that college football game we bet on? I was at your house last year. It was late at night.
I think it was BYU. It was like BYU.
It was like Pac-12 after dark.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Utah?
let's just bet the over.
I think it was
Utah BYU?
I thought it was Washington State at least.
Oh, okay.
Washington State and Washington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, November 26th of last year.
Second quarter almost.
Yeah, the final was 51-33.
Okay.
Jesus.
It was awesome.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch too.
So good.
When you bet the over and the over hits early, it's like the best fucking feeling, because it's just
yeah. We even got a field goal at the halftime gun that made it 28-27.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my gosh, so good.
I think what they need to do is a merger of the teams remaining in the Pac-12 and the Mountain West. Call it the Pac-West.
The only logical thing right now.
Yeah.
But like,
unless those 4 teams just go to the ACC or something.
But can you imagine being a softball player and like having to fly to Rutgers on a Wednesday? And
school's paid for. Why don't you calm down, bitch?
All right, moving on. Scotty, you have a stardom?
I do. Did you guys check out that Johnny Manziel documentary, Untold?
Oh yeah,
I haven't.
That was fantastic.
That was great.
Yeah.
The fact that Johnny Manziel basically just came out and said he did not fucking study at all with the Browns. He's like, as soon as it didn't take long for me to touch down in Cleveland to know that I didn't want to be there.
I know, dude.
Dude, goated.
Like, fuck yeah. This dude is
I said that to
invited.
Nathan. Nathan was like, even Nathan was like, yeah, I get it.
But
That makes me so happy because of how ecstatic Browns fans were at OU that they got him.
yeah. I remember there was one time watching the Browns, this guy was like talking shit in B-dubs, and Shelby just screams across to him. He's like, "You bought a backup's jersey," and it was just because he was wearing a Mansell jersey.
Brian Hoyer, it's time to show.
Yeah,
Brian Hoyer was him for a minute, dude. I was petrified of Brian Hoyer.
Sit him?
Aliens.
Aliens are a sit-em.
I feel. I'll tell you what. I feel like aliens have existed, or like we're finding out aliens have existed, and just no one gives a shit because like football, and, like yo aliens, like Joe Burrow hurt his calf. Never mind.
Yeah, you think the
Well, we have
government
bigger
is like
fish to fry.
the government's like, yo, there's aliens, but like also NFL Sunday is this week, so
Yeah, it's like aliens are doing stand-up comedy right now and bombing, trying to get on the map.
they're zacking.
So what's the deal with intergalactic travel?
Have you ever had UFO spaceship food?
So dating.
What's the deal?
So dating's weird.
I'm not trying to be political, but trans people. We have trans species.
You guys
Where
ever
I come
traveled
from.
at the speed of light before?
There, you know that.
Boy, are my arms tied.
You know that Tim Robinson like meme that is like they put over like, you sure about that?
Yeah.
Sure about that? There was like that was over an article that said like scientists suggest that like alien species may not be able to have sex with aliens. And it was like Tim Robinson just over like, you sure about that?
Aw, are you sure?
You gotta sit him.
Yes, I do. Is NFL player driving schools.
Okay.
Apparently, these players are whatever driving schools they're going to is not working out for them. You have all these players. You have what's his name getting 3 to 10 for killing a lady and her dog.
Here comes a Raven who just got
the guy from former Raven. Guy who got drafted out of Georgia, street racing, and now Marquise Brown gets pulled over for going 126 out in Arizona.
Really?
I
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and gets,
Jordan Addison too. The rookie.
and Jordan Addison. All these
Jordan Addison was saving a dog.
Allegedly, that was his get out of jail free card.
Yeah, he was gonna argue with that. It's smart. Respect.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah, that is really smart.
Yeah.
Imagine it's like a golden retriever too, and they're like, okay, one of them just died.
We're actually going to
Alright,
compensate
so
you for
go.
going quicker.
I'm promoting you.
We'll give you a police escort.
Yeah, you're a starter.
You're wide receiver 1 now.
So yeah, that's my sit-in. These guys need to like take a driving safety course or something because it's getting out of hand.
Wildfires is my sit-em. What's going on in Maui? Can
tough.
someone tell me what's happening in Maui like I'm a 5-year-old?
The whole island is on fire.
Why?
Climate change, bro.
I mean, like, what started it? Like, honestly,
We don't
do
get
you know why?
Read the news. What caused Maui wildfire? A lot of reading. Fueled by a mix of land and atmospheric conditions that can create fire weather. No shit.
Ask ChatGPT why it's happening. Oh, wait, no, they won't know.
Dude, you and...
What do you mean, me and ChatGPT? What do you act like I have, like, brought it up every time we talk?
Dude, I can't stop you from talking about it.
All right, do
you and losing
we
weight.
want to
Jesus
do?
Christ, dude, we get it.
Wow,
Look at the diet.
chill.
Facts,
do
dude.
you,
what else did we miss? Shout out to boy Mitch McConnell, that stroke he had.
Oh yeah,
Pretty sure that happened before the last time we recorded.
literally did a hard reset.
That was August 4th.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
and it feels like it was
Did you-
years ago.
Yeah, it
So
does.
much
Did you guys
shit
see
happened.
that clip of like the Family Guy with Death looking at that old dude who's typing, but he stops and he just like Death is just
Like,
everyone, and Mitch McConnell is just like the dude who like stops typing, and Death just looks up.
Death picks his head up off the newspaper. Did they say if he had a stroke?
They said health.
He did not.
Whatever the hell that means.
Yeah, he said he was dehydrated or something like
Doctors
that.
have confirmed he suffered from a case of the heebie-jeebies.
He's got the yips.
Yeah, other sources have confirmed that it could have been the willies. Imagine like a Washington Post article saying that. All right. I also had sit-up with Phillip Rivers because Kyle Shanahan came out and said they might have signed him for the Super Bowl had they beaten the Eagles. That would have been dope.
Yeah.
Would it not have been? I love Philly Rivers.
Yeah. Scotty, do you love Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, because he never scared me.
Yeah, he's your Joe Flacco.
He's easy.
You know, Flacco won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was never scared of Flacco, but he was
Flacco
good
seemed
though.
to
He was
always
good.
lay an egg against the Bengals.
Dude, it was always. I was just always tweeting Sacco Flacco.
Oh my god.
I know.
It's terrible.
No, it's looking back.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
Dude, you should have gone to hell during Tuesday off.
Yeah, for sure. Also,
Should I
if
do
you guys do yourself, Scotty, do yourself a favor, go back and listen to our draft recap, our fantasy draft recap from 2 years ago that we talked about on the pod. I was crying. I was crying my eyes out listening to it.
Give me some
It's
greatest
embarrassing. I
hits.
don't like to listen to it. It's embarrassing.
Like, it was just, we would go through people. I think Zach was like, you have to skip towards the end. Zach's like the last person we did.
Yeah.
And it was like from a random number generator too, so it wasn't like planned or anything. But like the first 9 people were like, all right, start with something good about their team. And then Zach was like, oh, I'll wait. And then it was like, okay, something bad. Zach's like, let me have it. Let me shit all over his team. And then it got to Zach's, and he was like, okay, time for something bad. And he's like, I'm going to the bathroom. I don't want to listen to this. And then, like, for everyone else, like Nathan, me, and Scotty, like, we defended our teams, like, just a little bit, just like blurbs here and there. Zach went pick by pick by pick, by all 17 picks defending his team.
I drafted Zach Wilson.
Zach, it was the biggest, like, condition not take it moment of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time. And then when I got the draft grades from Fantasy Pros, I was just like, Zach.
I know.
I was like, Zach.
This is the first
like
time
everyone else was like, all right, Scotty, you got an A-. Nathan, you got a B+. All right, they graded Max's team a C-. And I was like, Zach, Fantasy Pros graded yours an E. Like,
I think that's what pissed me off the most.
But like, it was so funny because Zach was so defensive, and I was like, they graded it an E, and Zach's like, oh god.
Well, it's because he thought we were just like attacking him to be mean, like on purpose. But we're like, no, Zach, like we're not doing this because like we're just trying to like lay one on you, like. Fantasy, and then the confirmation from Fantasy Pros or whoever grades it that he got an E was just like so
then, like,
fucking reassuring.
It's even greater because he bounces back, and he was just like, went into this like minute-long tirade about like, they'll never release this about how they actually perform at the end of the year. Yahoo's projections versus what actually happens. They'll never release it. They'll never actually say how accurate they were. I was like, oh my god. I was uncomfortable, and I was also crying listening to it 2 years later. Oh my god, it was so good. And the best was he drafted Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, and then 2 picks later, Cam Newton. And he's like, Cam Newton will be the starter the rest of the year. And like 12 hours later, he was cut.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Like a 7th round pick.
Hey, what episode was it?
94?
That's what you need to come up with so other people can go back and listen to it.
Yeah. I told you what it was the last time we recorded.
2021, it was Hopeless Fan Podcast. August 27th, 2021.
What was the episode number?
145B.
Oh, way off.
What was it?
145B.
Oh, 145B.
Okay, do we want to do...
It's just Scotty's game.
Scotty's game?
Yeah.
Let's go. You guys, wait, before we do my game, I have other games that I kind of want to run by you. Not to do today. I just, like, I've been thinking about some stuff.
Okay.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Nice.
A competition between you and Zach. Guess
Dude,
the
those
NFL.
questions are so hard sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Guess the NFL team by where skill position players went to college. So it'd be like wide receiver 1 went here, wide receiver 2
Oh,
went
okay.
here,
Yeah, I've seen that.
running back went here. Yeah.
I like that.
Rank places without knowing what comes next. So
Ooh.
like food places maybe I'm gonna give you guys a list of 10. McDonald's is the first one. You have to choose whether that goes 8. I think there's 7 better than McDonald's that he's gonna say.
Oh, and then your top 10 list at the end is shit.
Yeah, just depending. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like McDonald's. Okay, 3. And then it's like Jeff Ruby's. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Did you see that fucking shoe, that Air Jordan cake that
Yeah.
they did? That's fucking ridiculous.
I know, it's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
I want it bad.
I do.
I want it so bad, dude.
You said you go to get this is $475.
I could probably look up how much it is.
Okay, guys,
do
we're gonna do the
Scotty's
NFL
game.
draft game.
Yeah.
And give me 1 second here.
Should I just get this cake to go? Just gonna drive down and get
Do
it.
you think you can DoorDash it?
Draft. I'm trying to get a picture of the draft order for you guys without the picks in there. Here we go. I got it. So I'm gonna send this into the group chat for you guys to look at, and then each of you have 3 strikes.
Okay.
And just play rock paper scissors. Who goes first? And then we'll go from there. But
All right, cool.
Did you send it?
Yep. That's what that
you
noise
can pick.
on the phone
So
was.
the game is like there's a draft order, obviously 1 through 32
Yeah.
in the first round of the 2019 NFL draft. You can choose, like, I know who went to the Eagles at 25, so you can say who went to the Eagles at 25 and get that right. So you have the whole board's open. But
Okay.
if you
I
get
don't even know
one
who my
wrong,
team drafted.
you get a strike.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay.
2019 rock paper scissors.
You can just go first.
Okay. 2019 NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Murray first.
Yeah. And then Nick Bosa second
Hold on.
to the 49ers.
Okay.
49ers.
You guys are both wrong, actually.
Just kidding. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Shelby.
Shelby, you
I'm
got
up.
another one on there that you like?
I know the Bengals is Jonah Williams.
Jonah Williams at 11.
Yeah.
You are correct.
I know what the Ravens one is too.
2019. So this will be before Patrick Queen, who was 2020. Right?
All right, Zach.
I'm second guessing myself.
We're gonna start doing timers.
All right, number 10, the Broncos. Is that Drew Lock?
It was traded out.
Oh, it was
so you know.
traded out. It's not. It doesn't say that on there.
I know it should, but it 10
Oh,
is
okay.
going to be the Steelers.
Oh, the Steelers picked at 10. Okay, all right. I get to save that then.
Yeah, I will let you know if there's a team that is not in there that traded.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, is 6? No, that's too early. Fuck, I hate this.
10,
7.
9,
Jaguars is no.
7,
That's
6, 5.
Packers. Is that Jair Alexander?
Which one?
12. Packers.
Wrong.
Okay.
If the
Rashawn. Did you guys hear that?
Rashawn?
Fuck.
Oh, did you give away an answer?
Yeah. Kind of.
Is it
But-
get?
Yeah,
Just-
Rashawn Gary.
Yeah,
Okay.
throw that one out.
All right, from now
don't
on-
say it. Yeah, don't say.
Okay, 12 is out.
We can try to
Okay.
steal them.
Scotty, you said the Steelers jumped in front of the Bengals at 10.
Yeah.
Yes,
Then that's Devin Bush.
you're correct.
I
10
hate
to the
this.
Steelers is Devin Bush. Zach?
Fuck. 32 Patriots, N'Keal Harry. They
That is
traded me that
correct.
pick. I remember that because he fucking sucks.
The Lions at 8 took T.J. Hawkinson, one of the highest drafted tight ends ever.
Correct. 8 is off the board.
Zach?
Oh, God. Who did the Bills take? Who did the Jets? I feel like I should know who the...
Homie.
Oh, is Tristan Wirfs number 5 for the Buccaneers?
Is that your official guess?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck. Okay.
But if this is 2019, this is the summer of Antonio Brown and Hard Knocks. So that's Cleveland Farrell at 4.
Clellan.
That is correct, Shelby.
Who did the Jets take?
Zach, do you know anyone on this board besides N'Keal Harry?
If this is... Okay, well, I knew Nick Bosa, so I got that one right, so... Shut the fuck up.
Stop buying more time and just pick your next fucking pick.
Okay, did Daniel Jones go to the Giants in this draft at 6?
Is that your official guess?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So then I know... Okay. I know who the Steelers take at 20. Please don't take it.
The Ravens is Hollywood
The Steelers
Brown.
don't take anyone at 20 because they traded that to the Broncos.
Okay.
The Ravens is Hollywood Brown.
Correct. 25, Hollywood
No,
Brown.
who drafted him? Oh, it was Washington, I think. Right? Yeah, it was Washington. Okay. Washington is R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins, 15.
Correct.
The Jets at 3. It's not Sam Darnold. It's the sneeze guy. Quinnen Williams.
Correct.
Damn it.
Quinnen Williams to the Jets at 3.
Who did the Jags take here? Or the Bills?
This one's
How
tough.
old is-
This draft
Yeah.
is tough. I mean, there's still some obvious ones, but like, I would love to play this game.
Who the Dolphins take? Fuck. I don't like this.
All right, 10,
Shit.
9,
Fuck off.
8.
Shut up. I get extra time because Shelby knows more about football.
That's an out now.
This is... Dalvin Cook wasn't taken in this draft. He's older than that, right? Yeah.
All right, now 10.
The Titans... Shit. This is terrible. Yeah, I don't know. Pass.
8. No, you can't pass. You have one
Okay,
strike
well, I'll
left.
just wait. Okay, I'll just wait. Then I lose. I don't know.
Dude, just fucking guess. Pick a player from a team. And
The
guess
Cowboys
it.
not have a first-round pick this year?
No.
They trade. My next guess is going to be 27, who the Raiders got from the Cowboys. But they got the draft.
Oh, there's
Both
Amari
Raiders.
Cooper.
You should know both Raiders here.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Hard Knocks that year.
Who
I
the
know
Raiders-
both Raiders, but I'm.
Is it Damon Arnett?
Is that your final guess?
Oh, no, is it Alex Leatherwood? It's one
Is
of
that
those.
your final guess?
Oh, no, is it the Salmon guy?
Is that who?
The guy who says salmon instead of
Zach
salmon?
doesn't
from
like
Hard
games.
Knocks?
Zach can be game shows because he's just like, is it this guy?
Sorry, go ahead. Go. Do your thing. I lost.
27. I know both Raiders picks, but I'm
My favorite is
confused on
Zach said Damon Arnett and Alex Leatherwood, and it's neither.
27. I know both Raiders picks, but the order's messing me up. I'm gonna say 27 was Jonathan Abram.
Correct.
Yeah, Salmon. That's the guy I was trying to think of.
Do you want to keep going, Shelby, until you lose?
Sure. 24
Or-
then is Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
The Jaguars at 7
Yeah.
could be my.
It's not Miles Jack, is it?
No, but it could be that Josh Allen.
Correct.
Buccaneers.
I could have swore it was Tristan.
should know.
Devin White.
Buccaneers, Devin White. That's correct.
Hmm.
You should know who the Broncos took at 20.
Noah Fant.
Correct.
Yeah, it says Steelers on here, so.
Huh.
But I told you,
You told me about pick number 10.
And I think the last one I'm pretty sure about is Brian Burns at 16 to the Panthers.
That's correct.
Who did the Falcons draft?
Falcons drafted a Washington tackle, McGarry.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to go through the draft.
I'm done.
Just do the ones that we don't have.
All right, 9.
Bills.
We had Ed Oliver to the Bills.
I almost said Matt Milano, and I was like, he's older than that.
Christian Wilkins to the Dolphins.
Okay.
Defensive tackle.
Yep. Chris Lindstrom, guard to the Falcons at 14.
Lindy Lindstrom.
Let's see. Dexter Lawrence, tackle, 17.
The
Garrett
Browns.
Bradbury, center at 18 to the Vikes. Jeffrey Simmons to the Titans at 19. Darnell Savage to the Packers at 21. Andre Dillard, 22, tackle to the Eagles. Titus Howard, 23, tackle to the Texans. Washington took Montez Sweat at 26.
So the Colts didn't have that pick either.
No.
At 26.
No. I guess
Okay.
not.
Yeah, there's a lot trades missing.
Jerry Tillery. I mean, that's just two trades, but Jerry Tillery, Notre Dame Chargers defensive tackle. LJ Collier to the Seahawks, 29. DeAndre Baker.
So there's another one. The Chiefs didn't pick at 29.
DeAndre Baker. I mean, you wouldn't have got these, Zach. DeAndre
No,
Baker.
nobody would have.
No, we got all the skilled positions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we try another one?
No, because we still have to do our predictions for the AFC.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. Well, that didn't go
That is
as well
fun,
as I
though.
thought because I wanted us to. I thought it would be longer.
Yeah. We should do the COVID draft next. Because I remember that one better than the 2019 draft.
Yeah, it was more. Well, I think the players are more successful from that draft.
That's true. Yeah.
Let's do the COVID draft. We could do that.
Yeah, we'll do that next time.
Oh, next time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we got to do our predictions for the AFC. All right, so we'll start with the AFC East because that's at the top of the list here.
So again, how this works is all three of us come up with our pick for over and under, and obviously, if two of us agree, that's going to be the official podcast pick.
Sure. And Scotty, we're using BetFast Action because they have the best setup that
I can't get on that, can I? If you're on it.
What do you mean you're going to use the thing? I don't. My account got taken away long ago.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'll let you know if they're different.
It's stupid. Just use a fucking national recognized.
I tried. Look, man, I tried to use Barstool, and theirs was so stupidly set up, so I just went to this one.
It's always been set up that.
Just use this one.
Really stupid.
Yeah, so we'll just go off of this. Just go look at AFC's teams. I'll tell you what the totals are.
All right. What's the Bills?
Okay, Bills are set at 10.5.
Dolphins.
Dolphins are set at 9.5.
Okay. Jets.
Jets are set at 7. No, Jets are set also at 9.5.
Okay.
And Pats at 7.5.
Okay.
And if you want to know what the odds are, I can let you know what those are, but I don't think we really care too much about that. So,
all right, Scotty, hit us with an over.
And we're doing the whole AFC, right? This is just the first.
Yeah.
Or do we just want to go team by team, or?
Yeah. Should we go team? Like, how are we doing this?
Yeah. What if he doesn't think any of them will hit their over?
That's a forced pick.
It's a forced pick?
All three of us have.
Okay, I know
over from
that
each.
Bills are 10.5, Dolphins are 9.5.
Yeah.
What are Patriots and the Jets again?
Patriots are 7.5.
Okay.
Jets are 9.5 as well, same as Dolphins.
All right, I like Bills over 10.5.
Okay.
And I like the Jets under.
Oh, just stick with overs right now.
Okay, I will.
I'm trying to set this up.
Mm-hmm. Do you want my over?
I feel like we should go team by team. Like, let's go the Bills. Let's go the Dolphins. Let's go the Patriots. What do we think? So that we can, like, you know.
Just make our decision by each team individually?
Yeah.
So let's just go with the Bills.
Okay.
Scotty thinks over.
Yeah.
You want to give any insight on that, or just?
I think that they're still a top team in the NFL that only got better. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't lose any talent. If anything, they're getting talent back from injury, and they also added to their receiving core and running back.
Yeah, their secondary really took it in the shorts last year. Okay. Shelby, what do you think? Over under 10.5. You're getting a lot of juice on over. By the way, it's minus 143 for those that.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, I don't have an opinion on each team by team. Like, I just have my favorite pick from the division because it's a forced pick.
I don't know why it has to be a forced pick.
Because we're each coming up with one over from the division.
I don't think we're just as a group deciding what we think each team is gonna. Are they gonna go over? Or are they gonna go under?
This is like I'm saying. This is how we did it last year. Is we each came with our favorite over and favorite under from each division, and then if one team got 2, that's our pick. If it was all like, say, Scotty likes the Bills over, I like the Jets.
So we're just picking one team, one pick from each division. We're not saying how we think all of these teams are going to do this.
Right,
year.
we're not going all 16 in the AFC.
Oh, okay.
It was to speed it up a little bit. We said, like, what's your favorite over? And Scotty explains his favorite over. Zach, what's yours? Oh, I agree with the Bills. Okay, that's going to be our pick. But mine was going to be the Jets. You know, that type of thing.
Okay.
So
well, my favorite over is still the... Okay, let's do it that way then. For each division in the AFC, we'll do a favorite over and favorite under, and if 2 agree, that'll be our official pick.
Okay.
And then if it's say the Zach like the Jets, I like the Dolphins, and Scotty like the Bills, we would have to agree on one.
Yeah, so just title this like the favorite over and the favorite under for each division in the AFC. Our podcast official favorite over and under for team wins in the AFC.
Yeah, I was just doing how I did it last year.
Yeah,
No,
I think it
don't
makes
remember
sense.
doing it last year. I just remember going through and being like, we think like which team is gonna hit their win total over, which team we think is gonna hit. You know,
Zach, you and me recorded a podcast.
That's right. We did.
And I think we just did that.
I do.
That's why
that.
I'm getting confused.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go.
Okay, so Scotty's picks for his over is Buffalo.
Yep.
The under is the Jets.
Yes.
My favorite over. It's hard not to like the Bills, honestly. 10.5.
We can all just go on that one if you want.
But I'm between the Bills and Patriots.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just don't see Belichick having a losing record.
I don't either.
And you could still go 8-9.
Yeah.
And have a winning record.
But I like the Bills to win 11 games more.
Okay. Since I'm split, Zach, you can take the Bills, and the Bills will be our pick. I'll take New England. Then my under.
I know
this is nuts because I like 3 out of the I really like the Dolphins. I think Vic Fangio being their defensive coordinator now is huge.
I think Tua is going to have a terrible year, and I don't think.
Really?
I think they're going to be lucky to get to 8 wins. To be honest with you, that's my under.
I'm betting they're over right now.
That's my under. So do with that what you will, but
my under is the Jets, overhyped.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Hackett would suck my dick. So
yeah, you've got to
personal vendetta.
You either got to pick the Dolphins or the Jets here. You're the tiebreaker, Shelby.
There's too much hype. This is what Sean Payton said. He's like, look at the Jets. They're trying to win the offseason. Everyone who tries to win the offseason loses in the NFL.
I'm going with
not
the Jets.
Ravens.
I've been too pro Miami to just pick them as my under. But also, it's just a pretty good trend to fade the Hard Knocks team because everyone just jumps on them from Hard Knocks.
Do you want to go into the North? You want to save that for last since we've got 2 teams that are our favorites?
You can save it for last.
Save it for last. Okay.
So THF official.
Yeah.
Buffalo over 10.5.
Yep.
And
Jets under 9.5.
It seems super square, but I'm just like, how did the Bills lose 7 games?
Seriously.
They go 10-7.
Right. Okay.
Let's lock it in.
Yeah.
Since you're on Bet Fast Action, let's lock it in.
What?
These bets.
Oh, actually place a bet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bills over 10.5.
Bills
is that all right, you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Bills over
143.
10.5. And Jets under 9.5. I probably already have the Bills.
We can do it after we record.
Yeah.
So we're not taking up time.
Yep.
All right. So
next is the
those
South.
are locked in. AFC South. Let's Zach run us down the.
So Texans are sitting at 6.5.
Fucking idiot at quarterback.
Good coach though.
Fucking moron.
The Colts also sitting at 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Colts are at 6.5.
Fucking idiot owner. Jags are sitting at 9.5.
Okay.
And the Titans are sitting at 7.5.
I love the over for God, I really like at 7.5.
That's I was just about to say. Can I start because my over is the Titans?
God damn, man, I really.
That's the only one that I love here.
That's like a no-brainer.
That's another consensus. Yeah.
That's. I mean, this might be a short sode, but like Tennessee over is easily my favorite pick.
Yeah, they just got Hopkins, and Tannehill is always so underrated.
And they have a defense that's good.
Yeah.
All right, Vrabel is not going to lose more than.
8, yeah.
He's not going to lose 8 or more games.
He's going to win 8 games. He can win 8 games. Are you kidding me? Especially in that division.
10, he's not going to lose more than 10 games.
That division is fucking terrible.
I think we're all in agreement here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really do like the Colts over too, though. I think Anthony Richardson, and I really like their head coach. That's how
I kind of feel about the Pats over. Is I think that Malik Cunningham might be the starter
after one preseason game.
Who?
He went to Louisville.
Oh, dude. No, he's not going to be the starter. No.
Yeah, stop, dude. Dude, the Titans' defense is is good.
Yeah.
Lamonte Hooker, Kevin Byard in the secondary, and they got Murphy Bunting too.
Are you leaving, hon? Okay.
Good, get out of here.
Still got Logan Ryan on the team.
No, they don't.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh. I was like, what? The under's hard for me.
The under is hard because they're all like the Jags are like up and coming, but I think that they
I love the Jags
deserve it.
I'm going with Houston.
Houston under new head coach. Oh, I'm gonna go Colts then.
We're all split then. We don't have a consensus.
You think Jaguars under?
Yeah.
Well, one of us has to persuade the other.
Yeah.
I think because the Colts have a bad issue with their running back now.
Scotty, weren't you just saying Anthony Richardson would be good?
Yeah, but like...
And you like their over?
Yeah, I wanted to bet their over, but I'm selling myself on the under because I think that the Texan... Like, it's boom or bust. Like, completely boom or completely bust. Colts are in a position to where, like, I want to bet them because they're, like, it could be exciting, but with their new quarterback. But I also think that the situation that they're in has a chance to like completely flop.
Yeah, they have a terrible situation in the front office where I think Jim Irsay's kind of starting to go off the rails. It seems like
starting.
Well, it's all starting to come undone. His manic energy that he has. So.
Well, I mean, Jonathan, their literal star player, their best player on the team is like probably not going to play. So if that's the case,
well, their best player on offense, they have some like DeForest Buckner and all those fucking killers on defense. Yeah, Shaq Leonard,
who's like only plays half a year every year. Fucking piece of shit.
With Houston, I think it's because they had 2 picks in the top 5 that everyone kind of likes them, but look at the receiving core. Can you name some of the receivers that C.J. Stroud's throwing to?
That Mechie, the guy who just had cancer?
Yeah. The starting wide receivers right now, Noah Brown, Robert Woods, and Nico Collins.
Noah Brown, pretty good.
Yeah, but we just named 2 other ones that are really, like, solid. Who's a rookie this year and a rookie who basically...
So a third-round pick from this year, Tank Dell, that's, like, your solid? Like, he's just going to be solid?
Yeah, he got that good catch last night in the end zone.
I would feel more comfortable going under on Texans than I would on Colts, just because the Colts have a good defense.
All right,
that's just me.
We going Houston?
Yeah. If I have to come off the Jags, I'd rather go with Texans.
I feel pretty strong about not going to the Jags. I don't know about you, Scotty. They just seem like a classic, almost Bengals arc with first year rookie quarterback, not very good. Second year, I mean, the Bengals go to the Super Bowl, but the Jaguars got a playoff win.
Squeaked into the playoffs and then had what looks like the flukiest playoff win I've ever seen.
The Chargers?
Yeah. No, against the one against the Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers basically just gave the game away, even though Trevor Lawrence looked like
really bad
dog shit in the first half.
But he looked great, like especially the second half of the year. Trevor Lawrence is on a fucking ridiculous arc right now.
I guess.
I mean, he'll be a top 5 AFC quarterback.
I don't know, like to me, like I don't hate the under for the Jags, but it's also like if they went 12-5, I'd be like, yeah, okay, good for that. Like, they're up and coming, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be between the Jags and the Titans for sure in that fucking division. I think it'll be closer. I think the winner will win 11 and the second place will win like 10 or something, maybe.
Okay, so we're definitely locking in Tennessee over 7.5. It's my second favorite pick of an NFL team over under.
Yeah, I really like
on the
it
board.
too.
The others in the NFC.
That's the one that we should collectively
I'm not
going
to take. Yeah, I'm not actually going to bet any money on the under from this division, but I will definitely put money on the Titans over.
Is it Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going with Houston under.
Okay.
6.5. All right, next is Scotty, your division, sir. The AFC West. Broncos set at 8.5.
Just go ahead and agree.
Chiefs set at 11.5. Raiders set at 6.5.
Chargers, can I guess it? Is it 10.5?
9.5.
Oh wow.
Because they gotta play the Chiefs twice a year.
I'm going to go under for the Chargers because
What's the Chargers number?
9.5.
I think Staley gets fired this year.
Wow.
Okay.
Not, I
Shelby.
don't know about in season, but I think they completely flop.
Do you want to get under out of the way first?
Aging receivers.
Well, he's taking his
I
under.
hate a
So.
lot of these.
Yeah.
Quentin Johnson though is kind of good. I don't know.
Like, to me, what was your under, Scotty? I'm sorry.
I think it's the Chargers. It's going to be the Chargers. Yeah.
I mean, I could definitely see them win 9 games.
That's probably my over,
Oh yeah.
and my under's probably the Raiders.
Really? You think they win 6 games or less?
Yeah. I think what they do. I think Derek Carr's better than Jimmy G.
Well, yeah, but how many games they win last year? 8?
7, 8.
I thought it was like
Yeah,
6.
they didn't really get.
Yeah, they won 6 games last year.
Okay.
Excuse me. But I just don't see like where this team got a lot better.
Yeah.
To give them like any.
And again,
respect
Josh
they're not
Jacobs
picking.
is not going to
Look.
probably play.
Right.
I hate to say this. I really do hate to say this, but
It's so like you're
Is
gonna
the Broncos your under?
I feel bad because last year I was so up on them that now I'm like, well, I learned my lesson. But I say different coach. It's
very
so hard
well
to tell.
going.
That's
See,
what
to
I'm
me,
saying.
I'm
But
like Sean Payton's going to Denver.
Yeah, my
and
gut
then-
tells me.
And then
it's the
Kellen
Broncos.
Moore's with the Chargers. So I'm like, both of those offenses could be so
Yeah.
much better. And Keenan Allen's already talking about how much better it is in Kellen Moore's system than it was with Lombardi.
Who's in Denver now.
Okay. Let's go with the. Let's just go with
Hey,
the.
he's not, is he the
let's-
OC?
Let's
Yeah.
go with the.
Oh shit!
But
no
he's not.
kidding.
But he's not going to call play. I mean, Sean Payton's the play caller.
Yeah, Sean Payton. Yeah.
All right. Let's go with the under for the Raiders. You and I can agree on that one, so that'll lock it in for the pod.
Okay.
And then over. I like the Chiefs just because they win 12, 13 games every fucking year. So that's just me. But if you... Obviously, Scotty's not going to come off because the Chargers because he thought that's his under. So that leaves you with... You think the Chiefs or the Broncos go over on their total?
I think the Broncos line is the hardest of this division.
I know. That's what I'm
At
saying,
8.5.
man. My gut tells me under.
It's
I'm
like
not touching
what
that.
you just want to know what Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
We might know tonight.
Exactly.
He's playing like a couple series tonight at 10.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking must
Who do
watch
they play
TV,
tonight?
dude.
Yeah. I mean, 10 p.m. Eastern, but
Who are they playing tonight?
Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean. I mean, that's what Hackett like. Basically treated like every player on the team like they were celebrities last year, and Sean Payton's like, no, everyone's playing. And so now, we'll get all their starters. But
So what do we think?
I'm doing the Chiefs too. Them losing 5 games, I don't see it.
who's their receiving now though?
They still have.
They lost Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh wait, where did he
Who
go?
are you talking about?
Patriots.
Chiefs,
No, who are you talking
The
about? today?
Chiefs.
Oh,
the wide receivers. They don't
Valdez Scantling,
have MVS,
Kadarius Toney,
Sky Moore. Where's the running back?
Sky Moore's there. Kadarius Toney, Valdez
Toney.
Scantling.
Oh, they have that one guy they drafted.
Simeon
That's-
Rice, but is it Simeon Rice? Something Rice.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's gonna make fucking killers out of all of them, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's like this was like last year. Like they lost Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, and he just tore it. It's like Kelsey obviously going to be their leading receiver. Then everybody else is going to have 800 yards. Well, yeah.
But like, what's going to end?
I don't know.
Like
it's not going to end this year unless he tears his ACL.
Like last year they win the Super Bowl. Last year they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're not going to lose 6 games.
Juju Smith-Schuster had the most catches of any receiver on the team. He had 78. Yeah. The next closest was Marcus Valdes-Scantling, had 42.
I mean, that's a big fucking take away 70-plus catches is big.
Yeah, but
it's going to go to somebody.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. It's like you're not replacing someone that great. Like Juju was a second-round pick. He couldn't stay with the first. He couldn't earn a second contract with the team that drafted him.
Yeah. He's going to throw a ton to somebody. And he's going to find out in the first
Eric Bieniemy.
2-3 weeks.
Who's bullying players in Washington.
Yeah. It seems like Andy Reid calls most of the plays, to be honest with you. At least from that quarterback.
Why don't we... I'll go back on the Chargers over if you guys want to do that. Make it the official.
You just had... The Chargers under was your pick.
It doesn't matter.
He just doesn't want to take the Chiefs.
But if you guys agree on the Chargers, wouldn't that be our official over?
Doesn't matter. I don't, because
Zach and I both picked the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so...
What's your pick, Scotty?
His over.
Does it matter? I thought it was...
Yeah, because at the end of this, I want to look back and see who was right.
My official pick for over?
Yeah.
Denver.
Okay.
Fuck it. I fucking hate this division so much.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Now we're going to do the one that I hate even more.
All right, last but not least, AFC North. Can you read us?
Ravens are 10.5.
Bengals are the same, right?
Shouldn't be, but they are. Steelers are 8.5. Bengals 10.5. And Browns are 9.5.
9.5 for the Browns.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the Ravens might be one of my favorite unders, but I really hate that for the Browns.
Yeah. Well, the over in this one's the easiest for me. It's Bengals.
They're 10.5.
Yeah. The Bengals are gonna win 12-13 games, same as the Chiefs. They're good. They're awful. Their offense is good. I do like. I'm
worried about Burrow re-injuring his calf.
Yeah.
And I'm worried about their secondary losing Von Bell and Jesse Bates in a league where everyone seems to be throwing the hell out of the ball.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of overs in Bengals games. I feel like this year are going to be.
What's Pittsburgh's line?
Good money.
Pittsburgh's my over, by the way.
What is it? What's their line?
8.5.
Small hands is not taking them to 9 wins.
No. I hate that. If the Browns weren't so laughably inflated, Steelers under would be my lock of the century. The Steelers are going to win
But somehow Mitch Trubisky in small hands took them to 9 wins last year.
The Steelers fucking suck, dude.
Yeah.
But the Browns, that under is just...
Steelers and the Patriots are both going to hover around 7 to 9 wins. It's just, it's just how it's going to be.
There's definitely your under is the Browns.
Oh yeah.
Scotty, your
fucking
under.
Time. The Browns are terrible.
I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Did you watch the games that Deshaun Watson played?
Yeah, but I think
I know, but that's what I'm saying is like if he at the end of last season, where would you rank him 1 to 32?
Low.
He looked fucking like
low. Where would you rate him? Like 26th?
Yeah, probably mid-20s.
Yeah, don't you think with a full offseason he'll play like the 13th best this year?
Yeah, it's like he came in blind, like cold as fuck.
Yeah, so cold. Like, he didn't even start practicing.
Yeah.
Like he practiced like 2 weeks before he played.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If he plays like a top 15 quarterback.
Even by the end of after he got he had 4 games, right? He played 4 games with them.
Browns have a top 5 roster in the NFL.
Well, we're still on my question. He played 4 games with them, right?
He played like 7.
A little more.
Or he played 7, and he still looked like dog shit after a game. If you can't figure it out after 4 games with your team,
he played 6 games last year.
So if you still look like dog shit in game 5 and 6, you have 4 games, 4 weeks of practice to get with them. He still looked terrible. So I think that they're going to. I think.
Shelby, what's your
5 wins? I think they're terrible.
For my under, I can't decide.
Okay.
I'm between Baltimore and Cincinnati.
See, Baltimore is like...
No one's going to pick Cincinnati, so you might as well just pick the Ravens to agree with one of us.
That's true. Yeah. I guess I'll pick Baltimore. I don't love any under in this division. Zach, this isn't a slide on the Ravens.
Well, they're right at that spot where it's like, well, yeah, they're
10.5 is a large
10 games. They're gonna win. They're gonna win 10. They're gonna win 10 games. They do it every fucking year.
Yeah.
Seems like pretty much. So they're right on that line. So it's like, why would you take it if it's gonna be so close to? So I'm not gonna be angry. I'm not gonna be fuming if
when the Bills are 10.5. It feels so much smaller than when the Ravens are 10.5. Like, the Bills will win 13 games.
By the way, I fucking love...
With the Ravens, I'm like, they'll win 10 and 11.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel with the Bengals. Is the Bengals will win, they win the back-to-back AFC Championship games. Okay?
I know,
it's not that crazy to say they'll win 11 games.
I know, but it just scares me with their defense.
By the way, I fucking love Zay Flowers.
So what's our over?
Yeah, I have Pittsburgh, which I know you guys aren't agreeing with. So what do you guys have?
I have Bengals.
I also have Bengals.
Okay. And then I'm not going to write it on here, but because I can't do that. But you guys are going to pick the Ravens under.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to manifest that by writing it on my paper. I did have a very bold prediction that I'm still holding on to. I think that the Bengals will win the division, but the Ravens will make it to the AFC Championship game.
Wild card?
Yeah. I think the Ravens will, if Lamar stays healthy, I think the Ravens will make it to the AFC Championship.
Well, that's a lot of boxes.
Grab me?
Dude.
Can't find it.
It's impossiple to find that video. It doesn't exist.
That one in the...
It's literally gone.
That dude's got your guy, man.
I
That
can
fucking guy.
If I...
What? It's a guy on TikTok said it. I didn't say it.
Yeah, find the video.
I'll be scrolling here until next year.
Yeah,
back in the group chat.
I'm like trying to I was like, maybe if I had a date range of when I found that video the first time and showed it to the fellas.
Yeah.
Also, the Bengals are a new bunk though because Trevor Siemian's not reportedly playing tonight. Are you fucking joking me?
Dude, that surprises me because he's been terrible.
Are you serious?
Brutally bad.
No.
Yes.
Who's the other backup?
Jake Browning.
And that's that kid from Washington.
Yeah, he took Washington to the college.
What are you talking about, dude?
He's
back shoulder from the sixth from Trevor Siemian in camp on August 3rd. What a fucking dot.
Well, it was like the last practice I went to was last Sunday, and Siemian did 11-on-11 drills, and it was like the very first play he scrambled out of the pocket, lost grip on the ball, and then like couldn't pick it up, and then he just kicked it out of bounds. And then two plays. Is
that legal?
Well, they were blowing the whistle, so he was just like pissed, I think.
But if that happened in a game, you can't do that.
No.
Right?
I mean, what, like a 15-yard penalty versus like losing possession? It's actually kind of smart on Trevor Siemian's part. And then like 2 plays later, he just a shotgun snap went right through his hands.
Do they still have Brandon Allen?
No. They had Jake Browning, Trevor Siemian, and they signed an XFL guy just because they need a third quarterback.
Trevor Siemian.
That's why I don't.
You guys signed Strebler.
That's why I don't think. That's why I don't think Burrow's gonna miss Week 1, because I think if they were worried about him missing Week 1, they would have went out and signed like Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Browning
or Teddy Bridgewater before he went to the Lions.
Are the quarterbacks throwing it with the receivers in pregame warm-ups? Doesn't look like Trevor Siemian will play tonight, is what I read.
Stinnett?
Yeah, he was in the XFL.
Oh, okay.
Projected.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, have you watched Trevor Siemian in the preseason? It's must-watch football, dude.
Really?
Good.
You don't have to. I'm a Trevor Siemian guy.
You know who is must-watch, apparently, according to ESPN, is Jordan Love. It says the top story right now on ESPN's NFL page. How Packers' Jordan Love impressed Bengals in joint practice.
He's going to be good.
So...
Well, we know that Scotty's over is going to be in the NFC North.
Actually, what's their number?
Well, we'll talk about it next week.
Well, just tell me what their number is real quick.
I already closed
2.5.
I love that over.
Under.
Overs plus 150.
Sneaky under there. I'm taking the under, even though it's got juice. Minus 167. That's our show.
All right, see ya.
Here we go. There's a little place where the sun sleeps late and pulls himself a shot of tequila. It's a little place called Pleasure Island. That's where I'd like to feel ya. It's easy to find just beyond the last wave. Dolphins and whales are a mating. Sail all day and all night and we'll take a hard ride. That's where I'll be awaiting. Pleasure Island, island of pleasure. No need to stop and think. Pleasure Island, a beautiful treasure.